friends, to your full moon lunar eclipse, blood moon eclipse in Taurus tarot reading. My name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, welcome back. I set the intention that this reading is for the collective. This is for all signs. And if you made it here, congratulations, you're in my collective. I just put the intention out that whoever needs it finds it. And we're just going to tap into the energy of this eclipse in Taurus, full moon eclipse in Taurus, and see what comes up. This full moon, blood moon eclipse, so it's a total lunar eclipse in Taurus, is the night between November 7th and November 8th. It's very, very early on the 8th. You will be able to view this eclipse, I believe, from everywhere in North America, and there is a meteor shower. So you have the chance of seeing some shooting stars. Very powerful energy. I would say this is probably the biggest full moon of this year. It's going to be intense transformation. We know that full moons are about release. It's going to be about release. It's going to be big. I will be celebrating it in Salem, Massachusetts at one of my witchcraft and wellness retreats. You can see some of my bags right there. I do host witchcraft and wellness retreats across the country. This one in Salem is sold out. However, I'm going back to Salem in March for Ostara, or the spring equinox, and the new moon in Pisces. And I'll also be in Joshua Tree next year as well. So if you'd like to join me, I'll put all the links to everything in the description box. Before I open these decks, these are the decks that I'm using. We're going back to basics. If you've been following me for a while, you know that these are my two favorite decks, the Way Home Tarot and Postcards from Liminal Space. You can still get this deck. This one is limited edition, however, and you can't buy it anywhere anymore. But these are my classics. These are like my go-to decks that I use personally when stuff is happening in my life. They're what I use for my readings. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to shuffle while we talk about, look who's right there. Death, my friends. We're in Scorpio season. That is the card of Scorpio. Taurus actually rules the Hierophant, and that is the card of tradition, of structure, can be a card of religion, marriage. Just basically, you know, in this context of this blood moon eclipse, it is the structures, the beliefs, the core values, the traditions that you live your life by are going to change. We're closing a chapter, not even just a chapter, we're closing a whole book, and we're opening a new one. So I wrote down intense transformation, weed out any beliefs that make you feel like you're not good enough or worthy enough, and offer them to the full moon eclipse for release. I also wrote, write a letter to get everything out from this past year, burn it, and then write a new story. Write a new story of what you want your life to look like. This is the last blood moon eclipse until 2025. So it's a big one. It's a big one, friends. And eclipses are basically portals that put us where we need to be. So this started with the new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio a couple weeks ago. And this is kind of the closing, the ending of that portal. So whatever you need to let go of that is going to put you where you need to be, if you haven't let go of it, you might be forced to, but that's okay because we're gonna be okay, I promise. Taurus in the body, which is what this blood moon eclipse is under, the sign that this blood moon eclipse is under, rules the throat chakra, the vocal cords, the thyroid. So speak things into existence. Speak it to let it go. Speak it to invite it in. This is soul up-leveling, next chapter. Like I said, not even next chapter, next book energy. We also have a couple of retrogrades happening. I know Mars retrograde can be very feisty. But Jupiter is going to go direct in Pisces, I believe, which is very lucky energy. So there's just a lot of energies happening right now. So the best advice I can give you is to let go of what needs to be let go of and look forward to that new story. Start writing that new story for yourself, right? All right, my friends. So we're going to pull past, present, and future with this tarot deck, and then we're going to clarify with the oracle deck. So take a nice deep breath with me. I also have a yoga class for this blood moon eclipse on my YouTube channel if you'd like to do that. And I'll have a workshop and worksheets in my membership here on YouTube. If you want a little bit more, just hit that join button. All right. Nice deep breath, friends. Send your intention my way. What questions do you want answered? What do you hope to get out of this reading? What do we need to hear? We'd love to see it. What did I say? All right, you know what? I'm not too mad about it. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see what we got going on here, and we're gonna talk about it. All right, my friends, here's what we got going on. In the position of past, we have the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. In the position of present, we have the Father of Swords and the Son of Pentacles. In the position of future, we have Death and the Ace of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Mother of Swords, and look who's lurking behind her, Mother of Pentacles. So, again, I like it, but let's talk about it. What does it mean? So, in the position of past, we have the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. The Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, what this tells me is, I know this stands true for me. We've been pushing through hardship. None of these cards really, in general, suggest the hardship. However, the depiction of the Chariot in this particular deck is salmon. And if you know about salmon, is they swim upstream through terrible hardship to get to their mating grounds. But they keep going. They keep going. You have continued to work hard and to build your little honeycomb, to build your foundation, to build whatever it is you're trying to build. You have been working your little busy bee butt off, your little salmon butt off, swimming upstream to get shit done. And it's been a swim upstream, basically, is what I'm picking up. It's been hard. There has been things that have happened that have, I don't want to say halted, but made it harder to continue to swim upstream. Swimming upstream is hard. You're swimming against the current. But you have not let that stop you, which is great, which is, I'm proud of you, right? You should be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back, like you have been working your butt off. Traditionally, we know the Chariot is a card of rapid forward movement. It's a card of Cancer also. But there has been forward movement, but not without your hard work, not without your Eight of Pentacles. You can thank no one else for this success or for this forward movement. You can thank yourself. Like you did it. You did the work. So give yourself a pat on the back because you've been working hard. Now, in the position of present, it's giving very slow and steady wins the race. These are energies that we need to embody, right? The court cards are energies that we need to embody. And in the present, you're being asked to slow down and think about your actions. Father of Swords, he's the king of intellect. He uses his brain. Just as we have the Mother of Swords at the bottom of the deck, we do have a pairing here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and air energy and swords energy. But you can see here, she's the ice queen. Look at those icicles inside of her. And he has, it's like those windmills, but it's like high up in the clouds. So it seems a little bit cold, right? But it's not necessarily rude. It's just focus on yourself kind of energy. The Mother of Swords isn't afraid to set boundaries and swing that sword and kind of bring it down and cut off what needs to be cut off. The Father of Swords is doing this out of intellect, is doing this out of thinking with the head over the heart. Same as the Mother of Swords. Setting boundaries, new ways of thinking out of, again, thinking from the head. Instead of like the heart kind of guiding you, it's been your head, logic, reasoning. You haven't been coming from a place of emotion, which is good. In some cases, we do need a balance of head and heart. But in this case, I feel like what has been getting us through this energy was our heart, just telling us to keep going, perseverance, very strength card energy. But now we're being asked to slow down, take some time to think about what comes next, to think about our next actions. Again, the Ace of Swords here is depicted as a quill. And, what did I say about writing a new story? Closing the chapter on that old story and writing a new one. But taking the time first before you start writing that new story, right? This is in the present. Ace of Swords is in the future. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Think about it with your head, not your heart. Your heart has been pushing you through all this hard work. That has been your reason to keep going. And now you finally have some time to slow down and really plan out what is going to happen next. Because what's coming next is death and a new story. You have some time right now Again, the present with the Father of Swords and Son of Pentacles, to stop and think about, okay, where do I want to go next? What does this new chapter, this new book, this new story look like? What old chapters, old books am I closing, right? That's the Mother of Swords energy. But you can see here the Father of Swords is looking towards the future. You know, both of these cards actually are pointed kind of towards the future. So we're taking the time to look towards the future and be like, all right, what's my game plan here? What is going on? Because I know that death is coming. If there's that like moment in Modern Family and like it's a gift of Phil Dunphy where he's like, death is coming. That's the vibe. However, we know that death isn't just death. It's death and rebirth. This picture depicts kind of, I think it's a baby deer that has died. However, there's crystals growing out of its body. Something has to die for something new to be reborn, for that new story to start being written. Something old has got to go. We got to get rid of the old to make space for the new. How could you make space for the new beginning, the new beliefs, the new story, if you're holding on to so much old? You don't have any room. You're at capacity. You got to let go of some stuff for the new stories, new chapters, new energies to come in. If you have absolutely no room, that's why we have to tap in to, honestly, that's why we have to tap into this Mother of Swords energy, because we want the Mother of Pentacles, who is right behind the Mother of Swords. When you're growing a garden, you have to trim the bushes and the plants, and you have to go out and check on them, and you have to cut off all the dead ends. You have to clean up all the little buggies. But I tried to grow a garden once. I got like 1 tomato out of it because it was so hard. You have to take care of your garden. You have to trim your garden, trim the hedges to get that full harvest. If you want the Mother of Pentacles energy, abundance, wealth, home, hearth, a full harvest, you have to embody the Mother of Swords. You have to cut off the dead, cut off what doesn't serve you, cut off people that don't serve you, people, places, things, energies. You know, and again with this Blood Moon in Taurus, beliefs, limiting beliefs. The Mother of Swords, again, is a card of intellect, of the mind, belief systems. You gotta let go of those old beliefs that are keeping you stuck. You gotta cut them out. You gotta cut them out, friends. Pretty straightforward reading, honestly. So we're going to, yep, the bottom of the deck, software update. Software update is coming. That's the, honestly, the Father of Swords kind of looks like Steve Jobs. You're updating the software, that Hierophant energy. You're updating your belief systems, your structures, core values, what makes you you. It's being updated. You're not that person anymore. It's updating in the mind, for sure. So let's check in, get some clarification with these oracle cards. What do we need to know? What do we need to hear for this Blood Moon Eclipse in Taurus? Take another deep breath for me. Absolutely. Oh yeah. We love to see it. We love to see it. Who's at the bottom of the deck? Okay, all right. So we have the best stories build better stories day by day. What have I been saying? It's about writing that new story. And that doesn't mean that the old story is bad. It was a good story. It was, you know, there was some stuff in it that maybe was not so great, but it was a good story, and it's a part of you, and we can lay it to rest and build a better story on top of it. Also, if someone was asking a question of yes or no, yes is the answer. Yes is the answer. We are definitely getting check to self also came out in the position of future, which I'm very excited about. Paid in full. You can literally see it says pay to self, paid in full what is owed from the universe. You're getting whatever you asked for with that death and that new story. You got to say yes to it, or if you asked if I'm supposed to do something, the answer is yes. Build that new story. It's like literally like, yes, build the new story. And so for the position of past, the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. I love this card. The veil is thin. We had Halloween, Samhain, that whole season. The veil was super, super, super thin. You were probably getting a lot of messages from Spirit. I know me and my best friend who's visiting right now, angel numbers everywhere, everywhere. You were getting a lot of messages from Spirit. And I think that's what kept you going, right? Went through the hardship, through the swimming upstream. What kept you going was getting that confirmation from the universe, getting those little hints of like, okay, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be fine. I'm seeing angel numbers everywhere. I don't know what they mean. They keep stalking me, but I'm getting them. I'm getting little signs of maybe you asked for a sign and you got it, or you've just been seeing things around you that or things have just been working out in like a really weird way that you're like, wow. Or on the flip side, if it was not meant for you, it was not meant for you in a really aggressive way. Like the universe said no and took it away from you in a very aggressive way. But in the end, it turned out that it definitely was not for you. The veil is thin. The messages are coming through. Now over the Father of Swords and the Son of Pentacles, we have the Not Normal card. There's also a 1-1 there. It's channel 1-1 in this card. I don't think this is what you're used to. This energy is not what you're used to. The pause and think energy, this is not normal for you. I feel like maybe you've been a little bit impulsive, or you've been not very, I don't want to say not caring, but just not very pause and take a moment to see what the potential consequences are energy. You're kind of maybe used to just diving into it and then just going for it without taking that time to be like, you know, set the plan, set the game plan, write the new story, to contemplate life, to think with your head, to stop, to let slow and steady win the race. I think you kind of just have been used to racing. Again, very Chariot energy, right? We were used to just like racing for it and going for it with no breaks. And now we're being asked to take a break. And we're like, huh? Feels very not normal. However, it's going to be worth it. You're going to get what you wanted. You're going to get your manifestations. You literally have the yes. This is the only deck that I have that has very clear, if you were asking a question, there's a yes and there's an absolutely not. We have the yes. You're getting that check to self. What is owed? This full moon eclipse is also very heavy in karmic energy. What goes around comes around. If you've been waiting on some kind of karmic justice, this could also be a physical check. I know for me, I've been waiting on my security deposit from my old house because I just moved and I need my security deposit back. It could be a literal check coming in the mail, which I'm hoping is the case for me. But it's more so, it says, what is owed? What is owed to you? And you're paying it to yourself from the universe. Like the memo is the universe. It's infinite. It can be anything. Just know that you're getting what is owed. That's it, man. That's all I gotta say about this. This is a fantastic reading. I'm very, very excited about it. I hope you are too. I hope that you have a wonderful Blood Moon Eclipse. Don't forget to check out the yoga class. Check out the retreats if you're interested in coming to join me in some live in-person witchcraft. Very exclusive experiences. Join us in the membership. I have courses, I have a group coaching program. I pretty much offer everything. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Share this video with a friend if you're so inclined. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and thank you for being here with me every step of the journey. I'm sorry it's been a little light lately, but I've been preparing for this. This event in Salem is literally like life-changing for me. It's like a really big deal. So I'm very excited and grateful, and I don't know, I'm excited for this blood moon, even though it's kind of scary, very intense energy. I'm excited about it. So I will see you lovelies next time, and I hope you have a wonderful full moon.